the liquidizer. It's a salad that you can dress and kind of sits quite well. It's all about as you leave it for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, it gets better and better and better. Then go in with 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, some seasoning, the stalks of the basil, and half a clove of garlic, and just whiz it all up. Have a taste. You want the attack of the vinegar to be like 5%, 10% too much, and you want the salt to be the same. Because as soon as you put that dressing on all these interesting things, they're all mainly water anyway, or bread, right? So it's just going to slash down your dressing. So if the dressing's perfect here, it will be rubbish there. If the dressing's slightly gregarious here, it will be perfect there. You get me? After a 15-minute blast in the oven, my bread is hard and crispy. Just tip it into the salad and pour over the dressing. We put like probably a pint of dressing in there, and it's being absorbed straight away. This is my interpretation of a panzanella. If you want to do a classic panzanella, you'll still never find one because the Italians are so busy arguing with each other. You know, if you go south, there'll be raw beans and peas in it, maybe some flaked almonds. They'll do the bread slightly differently, or bread from a certain town, not this town, only certain olives. You know, it gets very, very localized, which is why we love Italian food, because it's so different. Gorgeous. Oh, the smell is phenomenal. Now, the next bit of the story is some olives and some capers. So just 12 olives. Always good to buy the olives with stones in. They should be cheaper because they haven't been messed around with. And secondly, olives that have been pre-picked are always going to be fairly horrible. The minute that you take the stone out, the brine gets in there, it kind of cooks it from the inside outwards. They're kind of more bouncy, they're harder. You'll always get a better quality olive from something with a pip in. Simply line them up and just squash them. It takes seconds. You just squeeze the stone out. And I quite like the fact that the olives are squashed and torn and not perfectly brown with stupid little holes and little crisscross on it. You'll notice the difference in flavour straight away. Capers will add another brilliant punch to this beautiful salad. 1 or 2 teaspoons is all you need. We've created the most incredible flavour. Oh my god. Like beyond. We're talking about one of the best tomato salads on the planet, right? It might be delicious, but my panzanella doesn't yet look very pretty. So throw in a few cherry tomatoes and the rest of the sliced red onion to add a little bit of lightness, freshness and colour. So Georgie, while I'm doing this, can you just show them what you're doing with the 2 sausages that we're cooking over there?
Yeah, just squeeze the meat out of skins. I've cut into small 1cm pieces, just find the oil getting really crispy. So you literally just pinch it out like that.
Italian panzanella doesn't traditionally include sausage, but I think it's a little extra that really works. That's my little tweak really, is, you know, just to put a little bit of that kind of, think of them like lardons, not sausages. They're going to be crispy and golden. And then Georgie, we're just going to put a little bit of paprika in there, we're going to put a little bit of fennel seed in there, all really cheap stores there that are going to give wonderful flavour. And when that gets shaped over this salad when it's finished, it's going to be phenomenal. Thank you, Georgie. See that there? That's beautiful. Now your tasty meatballs are done. Place them onto your salad. Italians will get upset with this. They'll say, don't screw it up, don't mess it, don't complicate it. But to be honest, it does give kind of richness to the dish. And any of those pan juices, they are very, very delicious. And also, notice I'm only using 2 sausages. You know, a little sausage goes a long way. And it's really a gesture to this brilliant salad. And then just get the lovely basil leaves that we kept, the small ones. And just sprinkle that over the top. The last thing is 40 grams of parmesan, you know, just nicely and delicately shaved over the top. It's going to make it absolutely gorgeous. These parmesan shavings are a perfect finishing touch. Really cranking up those authentic Italian flavours. Talking 40 grams. That will add seasoning. It will really add beautiful flavour and a visual appeal. And you can do nice long ones, or you can kind of just do like little chips as well. You know, so we can have some real fun with it. This salad is a real winner. It stops you wasting bread, it's a brilliant money saver, but most importantly, it tastes great. So guys, next time you're sad old pile of bread that you might throw in the bin. Don't do it. Make the salad. Next time you walk past the market stall with the tomatoes looking a little bit overripe, don't walk past. Buy them cheap at their best and flavourful. And you can celebrate this amazing Formula One of a salad. The great and one and only pan vanilla. Yes. Right, let's have a taste. Oh, it's so good. And you'll never look at a tomato salad the same ever again. You know, next time you get some underripe tomatoes, a little bit of basil and some crappy old mozzarella, you know, for less money, you can be getting something beautiful as this. And that super tasty, super savory salad comes in at a stonking, budget-conscious £1.72 a portion. Coming up, a tasty Indonesian beef curry that will tempt you to bin your takeaway menus for good. Is it hot enough for you? It's the business. Yeah? Absolutely. Spot on. For more money-saving ideas, go to savewithjamie.com.
Dit programma wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door More Nutrition. You deserve more.
En door Recycle.
Zin in makkelijke, lekkere en gezonde gerechten voor elke dag. De Roemuis tovert je dagelijkse portie inspiratie.
Dat is smaken.
Iedere dag een veugje magie in je keuken.
Zalig. Wel lekker zijn. We zijn klaar. Smakelijk eten.
Dagelijkse kost. Elke werkdag om 4:45 bij 24 Kitchens.
Voorbehandelen, voorweken, voorwassen. Sinds wanneer is het wassen van je kleren zo goed? Al dat schobben en de citroen en extra producten. Echt? Maar er is een andere manier. De nieuwe Big One van ADL. Met ingebouwde voorbehandeling. Voor 2 keer vlek en geurverwijdering. 1 pot en klaar. Lekker simpel. Geen gedoe met de Big One. Nieuw van ADL. Altijd uit het bereik van kinderen bewaren.
Heb je ook zo genoeg van die muffe geurtjes op je kleren wanneer je ze binnen droogt? Probeer de North Fresh Air. En ontdek de zonnige frisheid van buiten gedroogde kleding.
Wat
Het is net lente in een fles. De North Fresh Air. Fris, alsof het buiten gedroogd is. Bij Swiss Sense kon je tijdens Black Friday de allerhoogste kortingen. Echt torenhoog. Zoals Boxspring Home 105 voor €140, korting op matrassen en toppers. Swiss Sense. Ze vroegen om even iets uit de kast te pakken. 20 minuten geleden. Maar jij dacht, mooi moment om snel bij Amazon Black Friday deals te scoren. Snel doen, de speculaties. Krijg tot 30% korting tijdens Amazon Black Friday Week. Vanaf donderdag op Amazon.nl.
Schwarzkopf Cream Supreme. De eerste haarkleur in de Triple Bonding Haptic System. Het spray-serum bereidt voor, de kleur beschermt en het masker verzegelt het haar. De kleur die je verlangt met de verzorging die je verdient. Nieuw Schwarzkopf Cream Supreme. For every you.
Ik heb ingeslagen. Alleen nog nageslagen? Ja, we gaan knallen. Of je nou op je mooiste deur uitgaat. Of mooi thuis blijft.
Je zijn echt hard gegaan.
Wat een berries. Kruidvat is zo voor alle beauties van Nederland. Nu 25% korting op alles van Enco Beauty. Kruidvat steeds verrassend, altijd voordelig. Bij de Vriendenloterij krijgt u nu 3 gratis loten. Het is 3 trekkingen lang gratis kans op prijzen tot wel €1 miljoen. Speel mee op vriendenloterij.nl.
Hallo? Welkom aan boord. Als eigenlijk ga je gewoon goed vliegen. Sommige moeten ze ook bellen. Alleen niet dan. Betaalbaar. Vakantie is al duur genoeg. Altijd anders. €200 per vlucht. dus je gewoon op de hoogte zijn. Ja, maar nou is het goed. Ik is zondag alles op vakantie. We zullen we deze vakantie weer eens naar de camping gaan. Goed. Jammer van. We hebben wel iets goed. Het is misschien zo dat onze boeken zijn. Kom maar vrienden een beetje bijzonder maken. Dat vinden wij niet normaal. Kom maar. Bij die vakantieoord is elke dag er eentje vol mogelijkheden. Een plek waar de hele familie, ondanks elke uitdaging, samen plezier en ontspanning kan vinden. In onze unieke omgeving gaan liefde, zorg en avontuur hand in hand. Waardoor we samen onvergetelijke herinneringen creëren voor iedereen. Steun die meer gezinnen zo'n unieke vakantie verzorgen.
Veel goede deals op het web. Maak van november de Mediamarkt tijdens de Black Friday Week. Shop eenvoudig via onze app. Nu vind je 65-inch Philips 4K OLED Ambilight TV voor €199. Mediamarkt. Tijd voor een nieuw matras? Bestel hem met 1 klik. Profiteer tijdens de Black Friday sale van kortingen tot wel 50% op emmaslip.nl.
Ja, ik hoor ons toilet schoon en fris maken. Elke dag.
Maar dat kan beter met Witte Reus.
Witte Reus krachtactief. Elke spoelbeurt activeert zijn kracht om je toilet schoon en fris te houden. 24/7. Witte Reus. Nu in een nieuwe kartonnen verpakking. Met 89% minder plastic.
Nieuw Nivea Luminous Skin Glow Serum. Met gepatenteerd thiamidol. Werkt op 3 dimensies van de huid. Vermindert pigmentvlekken, verfijnt poriën en hydrateert. En om je glow te boosten, gebruik samen met een liquid refiner die je huid exfolieert. Luminous Skin Glow. Nivea voor de huid.
100 jaar geleden ontstaan de Britse passie. Om jou net een beetje meer te bieden. Meer power. Meer bereik. Meer ruimte. Meer veiligheid. Meer stilte. Kies je voor elektrisch of hybrid plus. Met de nieuwste functies en een tijdloos design krijg je meer. MG, find your more.
Zo mag ik mijn PlayStation meenemen, papa. En wie is niet hetzelfde?
Wacht eens even. Scheiden is de hoogste regel, maar niet jouw taak. Kijk eens naar de ouders en wil je tips of een buddy? Ga naar Infinitode.nl.
Je private leasehold MG vanaf €329 per maand. Ontdek het complete aanbod op mgmotor.nl. MG, find your more. De Krasloten decemberkalender. Al 20 jaar het cadeau voor de feestdagen. Met droomprijzen van €100.000, €300.000 en €1 miljoen. Haal het nu in huis.
Zo.
De brigade is terug met een nieuw seizoen.
En ik heb gloednieuwe collega's.
Eveline en Jet sluiten zich aan bij de crew. 6 verschillende sets.
6 verschillende stijlen.
Elke werkdag gaan ze met jou de klas in. Om te koken,
Elkaar te inspireren.
en vooral veel lol te maken.
Onze gerechten zijn niet te moeilijk, maar altijd verrassend, vol smaak en gezelligheid.
Een heel familie. De brigade. Elke werkdag om 5 uur bij 24 Kitchen.
Dit programma wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door Recycle.
En door More Nutrition. You deserve more.
I want to prove to you that by shopping smart, cooking clever, and wasting less, it really is possible to save money and have incredible food rammed full of flavour. Brothers and sisters, stick with me and I'll show you how. My last dish of the day is inspired by everyone's favourite Friday night treat, the takeaway. I know part of the treat is having the night off from cooking, but what if I showed you how to make something easy, that tastes amazing, and is also really, really cheap? Now, we love a takeaway, I know it can be exciting, but I think we've gone mad for them, and I'm just not sure how cheap they are these days. On the takeaway menu today, an Indonesian curry, beautiful beef rendang. And I have a friend here today, Lee, he loves the curry. You love curry, didn't you?
I love a curry then.
And you also love takeaway.
I love a takeaway.
How many times a week do you have a takeaway?
2-3 times a week.
How much do you spend every single time you do a takeaway?
25 to 35 quid. Each time.
These family takeaways are costing you nearly £4 £4,000 a year. So I want to show him how easy it is to knock up a beautiful curry, which will cost him £1.72 a portion, but will still taste sensational. So, beef pandan, Indonesian recipe, full of flavour, full of colour, and I think really exciting to eat and to cook. The starting point for my curry is 450 grams of leftover beef brisket that was cooked for a Sunday roast. It's the perfect thing for a dish like this because it's already jam-packed with flavour. But before I begin to transform that beautiful beef with lots of exciting new flavours, I've got to get my rice going. Lee, how many times have you cooked rice and cooked too much and possibly overcooked it and made it go sort of a bit sticky? My wife, every single time. If you're cooking rice for 4 and you want it spot on, use 1 mug of rice to 2 mugs of boiling salted water, add a few cloves for extra flavour, then just put the lid on, turn down and cook until the water disappears. While the rice bubbles away, I'm going to make a paste that will form a delicious aromatic base for my curry. How's your cooking, Lee?
It's okay, it's pretty good.
You like to mix up your curries? This is kind of similar to sort of in theory to a Thai green curry. So 2 onions go in, 4 cloves of garlic. I want about 2 thumb-sized pieces of ginger. So I'm going to throw that in there. Do you like it hot, Lee?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so we'll go in with 2 chilies. I'm just going to have a little nibble because sometimes the same chili can be a little bit hot, so you have to be careful. I'm sure you've been caught out a few times. I know that I have. Lovely, fresh coriander goes in. Spice it up with a teaspoon of turmeric and half a teaspoon of cinnamon, then whiz it all together. So you just come and have a little smell of this, mate. Smell, mate.
That's really good.
I don't know if you're the same, but sometimes I think Brits, your average Brit, they're so nervous about is the curry going to be up to the takeaway like flavour. Do you know what I mean? I think we need safe little recipes like this. Trust me, the wonderful flavours you'll get in this curry will not disappoint. Fry the paste on a low to medium heat to soften the onions. Then get to work on your brisket. Right, I just want to chop up this brisket. So all I'm going to do is just roughly randomly chop it up. It's going to form